Alright guys, so I'm back. I'm sorry I haven't been recording normally. I've been doing my not recording sessions again. So basically I've gotten a few different things done between this session and the last one. Well, actually I've gotten a lot done since this one and the last one. One of those obviously is I've got an RG now. I've actually got 4 RGs in total. This one's name is Bird Up because of the meme, you know. I was just here at the volcano gathering some obsidian because I know how to do that now. Time to head back to base. So on the way there, I'm going to go ahead and just talk to you about the stuff that's been going on between this time. So let me just try to gather my memories because there's a lot. As you know, in the last video, I lost my flyer. This is both of them. But the game decided that that timeline did not exist, so I got back on the game and it teleported me to the area where I had thought I had seen the Parasaur, but it was no longer there. Now, this actually worked to my advantage too, because my flyers are both alive, and there's a few different things there that I had seen. First of all, there was not 1, not 2, but 3 Parasaurs, so I knew I'd have to come back to that area to tame one later. And the first things I did, I had seen a berry and a Sarco. Actually, the Sarco is more of a surprise kind of tame thing. The berry, I tried to tame it on purpose by, getting a vantage point on the rock, and that worked pretty well. That Sarco, though, kind of snuck up on me while I was trying to tame the berry, and so it came up, and I just decided to go ahead and try to pump it through full of Trank arrows, and so I knocked that out too, and decided to go ahead and tame that up. I also saw a Capro over in that area, but I didn't want to try to go for that yet, because I knew that they would be tough to take out by myself. So I had ended up taming both a berry and a Sarco, sorry, within that small amount of time. Then I went ahead and went back to that area to go ahead and try to tame up a Parasaur, because, I figured that I'd probably be able to take that Parasaur up to the middle area like I had mentioned before in my other video, and gather some metal and come back, because it'd be slightly quicker than my Brontosaurus. I went ahead and tamed up a Parasaur. I had found a high vantage point, which was nice. Tamed up a Parasaur, went back home, and I went ahead and went on that metal trip. Then I went ahead and remembered that I had seen over kind of near the Alpha Carno area. It's Tapejara, whatever you want to pronounce it as. I've heard it pronounced several different ways. I didn't know what they were like until I researched their stats, and they were actually really freaking good. At least, they were kind of midway point between Pteranodon and RG, but its maneuverability in the air is incredible. It's got probably the best maneuverability of any creature in the game. It can move side to side, up and down, backwards, forwards, and it basically instantly turns to whatever direction you're wanting to go. It's incredible. So I went ahead and figured I'd try to tame it up, but I failed so many times trying to actually just shoot it. I got to shoot it once, 2 different times on the ground. Probably should have tried to go for a headshot, but even then I don't think one would have done it for that guy. So I had done some more research and figured out about this thing called the rare flower, which apparently makes anything near you aggressive, even to things that are skittish like the Tapejara. So I wanted to know where I'd get those rare flowers, and now I know 2 different ways to get them. Now I know a kind of renewable way to get them, which before I did not know. There's a dire bear right there. Probably shouldn't have landed right here. Should have scouted this area out first. Is it not going to be aggressive? Maybe it's not as aggressive as I thought it would be. Oh, I think that was it being aggressive. Never mind. Or no, I think that was actually Dodec. Never mind. Anyways, what was I saying? Crap, I lost track. So yeah, the Tapejara, I figured out about the rare flowers, and I went ahead and went up to the beaver dams where the Castoroides were and stuff, and collected those rare flowers that were over there, basically in the same area where the Alpha Raptor was. Unfortunately, there was just 1 beaver left. I had killed 2 of them before, but I'm pretty sure the Alpha Raptor had killed all but 1, unless it just respawned or something. So I got some rare flowers, and I used Flygirl, I believe. I went ahead and flew up to the Tapejara because it had flown super high up and I had no way to get it down except for a rare flower. went and consumed a rare flower, flew down, had it follow me to the metal area, which fortunately I had pretty much cleared of all creatures, or at least there was no creatures around at that point. Managed to eventually bola it. And then go ahead and trank it. So that was cool. I had finally gotten the tapejara and went back home, and I had not crafted up the saddle yet because I needed a whole bunch more materials. And then I went in and started working on this base here, which you're going to see in a second. I'm pretty proud of it. It came out basically exactly as I had planned it to come out. I mean, not exactly. I wasn't planning on using the materials I did for the roof. Either it was this wooden roof or wooden ceiling. I can't remember. I think it's roof. Yeah, because it's like angled upwards. Managed to get a couple of the other medium crop plots, and I started planting some of the more advanced crops. And I had also spotted a megalodon near my base who was getting distracted with a carbonemys, so I decided to go ahead and tame that guy up. Or girl, sorry, most of my tames ended up being girls. I don't know how this happened, but I just noticed it recently that pretty much all of my tames, except for a select few, are actually female. Crafted out saddles for a whole bunch of them. After I got my base done, I decided I went ahead and wanted to go ahead and team up with Theory. And I had remembered that Theory I had mentioned seeing on the way home from the Alpha Carno area. So I went over there and I had found it, and I saw there was a huge cliff like kind of dropping over, so I went ahead and all I did was attack the Theory. I went backwards over the cliff, and it followed me over the cliff, fell down, and then I was able to pump it full of trank arrows, so I was able to tame it, or at least I was hoping to tame it. I had gotten about like halfway done before I actually had to leave for work that day. I had learned in between that time that that leaving your tame and like logging off of a single player world kind of thing would be risky. Because if your game like updated between then, it's possible you could lose your tame. Got some rando pteranodon here now. Are you serious? It's stuck inside the house, or under the house. Oh my gosh. Bugger off. So I had tamed up this Theory, and it's right here. Named her Floof. And she is extraordinary. I didn't realize how good Theories were until after I had tamed up this guy. Or this girl, sorry. I keep on saying guy. So yeah, Theories are pretty good. Not only are they actually half decent at being like speedy, you know, being able to run quite fast, but they're extremely powerful. As you could see, I just upgraded the health once and it went up by like 400. Let me just show you on this trike here too. One of the other good things, I learned after I tamed up this Theory that apparently it actually collects wood better than the Castoroides. Like, look at that. It is like one hit and I got 40 something wood. Of course, I don't need any of that wood right now because I had already gathered a whole bunch of my Castoroides, wasting all of that time. But this Theory is really good at not only killing things, but gathering all kinds of things. So its left click does like a delicate harvest kind of thing, like its normal swipe. It won't harvest any kind of plants like this, but its delicate one will harvest just fiber. And then there's also the same button you use for crouch, which I have set to control right now, as a bite, which will on plants it'll collect berries like that, but on bodies this bite will only collect hide, which is super good. See, you got instantly like 44 hide, which I actually need quite a bit of hide right now, so I think later on I'm going to need to go out on another expedition with this guy to collect as much hide as possible. I had already gone out on this Theory before and learned about where some of the plants are to get not only the species X thingy, but also the rare flowers, which apparently are inside the same plant, which is weird. After I had gotten that theory, I decided the next thing I needed to work on was gathering stone and metal. So the best idea for my idea for then would be to go ahead and tame up a Dodecurus and an Ankylosaurus. So I went ahead and went out on an expedition toward the middle area at around latitude 60, longitude 50, around that area. That hill that's kind of south of the the volcano. I went ahead and went to that area first, thinking that I would find both a Dodic and an Anky. Or actually, I was more expecting to find an Anky. I needed metal, so I had gone there for basically to find new things to tame, and I had found an Anky, or no, I had not found an Anky. That was the thing I didn't find. I had found a Dodic. I had found several RGs, which, as you can see, have all four of them right here. Got bird up, bird down, bird right, and bird left. I'm pretty sure that's the same order I tamed them in too. Bird up was the first one, of course. I wanted to have the meme. A Pulmonoscorpius is the other thing I found, and also previously on a previous adventure on an adventure with Skid, just going around the island looking for new things to tame and stuff. I had found a few different things, including a wild Thylacoleo who promptly jumped on me and killed me while I was still in midair, because those guys like to climb on trees and stuff. And so I went back to that area with Fly Girl, and I had managed to get my stuff back with no trace of the Thylacoleo anywhere. But there were some Carnos and whatnot there. I was gonna escape on Skid because he's faster, but I started pressing Q to go up, or my, you know what, let's go over the controls real quick for this guy. So essentially, you can go forward, sideways, backwards, all that as your normal controls. And then you also have your crouch button will go down, and then the button for the Dino Air Brake, whatever you have set as your Dino Air Brake, is what's going to let you go up. And this guy also has 3 spots for people to sit on, so you can have like 2 different passengers. Oh, and by the way, I made night much shorter, so I didn't have to worry about that anymore. Anyways, Fly Girl ended up dying because my button had gotten stuck, and I had kept on going up and up and up, and I was trying to press all the buttons I could to undo how stuck I was, and nothing was working. So I couldn't figure out how to do that, and by the time I did, it was too late. I had already gone out of range to be able to call her up, and I had put her on passive, unfortunately. And so what happened is that Carno ended up killing her. Fortunately, I got some revenge by killing the Carno. I did end up losing one of my flyers. You know? I mean, I got several new ones, but I still lost the one that was one of the most important to me. Yeah, because Fly Girl was the one who had helped me get Nadaria venom, or the biotoxin, I mean, and I've still been using that biotoxin to help with taming things, because I mean there's no other purpose for the biotoxin. So I went and tamed up the Castoroides too. I named this one James after, you know, because the gaming beaver's real name is James. So, you know, this is a beaver, his name is James, you know, closest thing you could possibly ever get. I've upgraded my levels, have gone up exponentially too, so I am now level 77. I have unlocked most all of the different saddles now, of the things I have seen at least. So I've even got Rex saddle unlocked, Spino saddle and whatnot, even a Quetz I could tame at this point. Well, actually it probably wouldn't be that easy to tame a Quetz solo. I also decided that since blueprints, you know, they took up the same amount of space as everything else, but the human structures to hold stuff only have a limited amount of space they can hold. Dinosaurs are based on, their hold is based on weight. So I decided to just grab a dodo and name her Blue and come here and just throw all my blueprints with her, because they don't weigh anything. Oh wow, Vertiblade egg. Would you look at that? So I have an RG egg now. Yay, I guess. The reason I was at that volcano was because I had gone there to collect obsidian for the purpose of creating polymers and stuff for electric thingies, particularly the refrigerator, because I feel like that's probably the only real electric thingy that's really worth, getting. I went ahead and, so I went ahead and got me a fabricator, because I went ahead and went around with the, oh yeah, the Anki. Oh, I've forgotten so much already. I'm so sorry, guys. I've been away for way too long now. So yeah, anyways, by that middle area, I had found a thylacoleo, and I went ahead and tamed that one up too. So I got Kitty here, who is pretty cool, because I should have showed you this with the tapishara. Sorry, I'm forgetting a whole bunch of things today. But anyways, with thylacoleo, you can climb up things like effortlessly, like that rock. Okay, so you can't stop like midway while it's climbing. You can only go continuously one direction and whatnot. Yeah, okay. So anyways, I want to show you this too with the tapijara. It's a little bit useless of a feature. I mean, I wish it was better, like you could actually So with tapijara, you can actually use your weaponry on a specific area, which is if you cling to the side of rocks like this. So if you try to land on the side of a rock, it'll let you, but it only has a specific range of like where you can look at. So I can't look any more down than this. It won't let me. So yeah, it's kind of useless. You can when it's holding like that, you can just pull out your stuff like this. But with the angles, most of the time they're angled slightly up, so you're gonna, even if you wanted to like tame something that's right behind you, it's going to be hard because you can't look any further down than this, and there's typically an angle angled up when you're doing that. And I don't like that. It looks like someone just randomly decided to join my non-dedicated server. Originally, I had hoped my friend was going to be joining soon. I was really hoping not to have to worry about other people randomly joining it. Okay, if this one's just gonna be rude. Here, let me just kick you out of the server. Good. Good. Looks like I can't kill him. Well then. Guess they get to drown. Or not have any other unwanted guests. So yeah, anyways, I went to that area in the middle. There was no Anki, so I didn't know where to look. I just decided to go ahead and go over to the mountain, or not to the mountain, to the volcano to try to check on if there were any there, and to my surprise, there were. I had found 2 Ankis at the base of the mountain, so I decided, I guess those were going to be the only ones I could tame. Yeah, and bird up, by the way, these RGs are super useful for transporting some dinosaurs, especially like Anki and Dodic, mostly because they can actually carry Anki and Dodic, so they can go wherever, and they also have decent stands, so they can actually, pick them up and still stay on the fly for a decent amount of time. So as you can see, I went ahead and tamed up that Anki, and as you can also see now that I can actually pick up said Anki too, which is cool. And I went and named her Flares because I wanted I wanted to have a meme kind of theme going on with this, where I could just grab flares, go over to the middle area, and say,
Deploying flares! Deploying flares!
Alright, so I think today, since I had realized I needed a whole bunch of stuff for the fridge and whatnot, I think I actually, do I have enough now stuff? Because I think all I need to do now is make that polymers. I believe I need 15 in total, so I just need to, when I start this up, I just need to make, let's see, 8? Yeah, let me just make 8 polymers, and then after that done, I should then have enough, yeah, to make us a refrigerator, which I can then have as my kind of preserving bin for my actual base, which is my plan all along, because I knew a refrigerator was going to be a better preserving bin than, let me see, is there anything else I'd be interested in even getting right now? I would be interested in getting a bed, but at the same time I need, well wow, I do need a lot of polymers. So how many polymers can I make currently? Let me go ahead and grab as much cementing paste as possible from the pestle, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just craft up as much polymer as I can. It's just 50 something, so structures, beds, yeah, I'm gonna need even more than that to get this initial bunk bed, so I can go ahead and have that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let that run. I hope that one thing of gas is gonna be more than enough to go ahead and take care of the crafting all of that. I don't know how long gas is gonna last for. Oh wait, can you move? Okay, I'm sorry, that was rude, I put you there. Anyways, so now that I have this refrigerator, I really hope it actually fits decently down here. Okay, come on. There we go. I went ahead and set up an electrical generator in the back. Oh man, this refrigerator doesn't fit well down here, does it? It really doesn't. Oof. That's my bad. Alright, so should be able to go over here and just, if I turn that on, if I turn you on, then the refrigerator should be powered, correct? Yep, it sure is. Alright, well that's as many polymers as I'm gonna get, so I wonder how long this is actually gonna last. Alright, well anyways, now we actually have the ability to store stuff in here with increased spoil time. So 6 minutes turns to 11 hours. Oh wow. Yeah, that's gonna be useful. Okay, so also mentioning that, to craft up the gasoline, I figured out that I had not read the description for oil that one time well enough. It actually says specifically you gotta use hide with it to actually make gasoline. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn all that into gasoline. And I discovered too that oil isn't only gotten, you know, or the only way to get oil isn't just simply from... Okay, so this isn't powered by the other thing, at least not right now anyways. It's probably just not close enough, I would guess. So I'm gonna go ahead, take Bird up down here to where I have the preserving bin, and just grab all the materials I had out of the preserving bin and take them up to my refrigerator that I now have a running refrigerator. Go ahead and make all the jokes you want out of the running refrigerator, because, you know, that's a joke thing, I guess.
It's your refrigerator running. It is. Well, you better catch it before it runs away.
I also found out that on PvE servers, which is what I have this set to, apparently you can't pick up wild animals. I had initially changed the .ini. Dang it, it won't let me still. I had changed the .ini to allow me to pick up animals, but for some reason it's already reverted back. I think it may have something to do with the fact that I'm on a non-dedicated server currently. So yeah, anyways, when I was on with my friend before, she had tamed up all 3 of these dodos, this moss copse, and the carbonemys, which is currently the only carbonemys. Oh wow, that weighs like 69. I didn't realize how much all those dodo eggs would weigh together. Yeah, I'll come back for those. Alright, so I have this now, which is going to keep all these from spoiling for a while. So that's good. You know what, I'm going to just go back to single player, because I think my friend just messaged me saying that they couldn't even get on right now. And I'm getting a bit annoyed with having random people just show up on my server. Don't get me wrong, if I was more popular, it would make sense, because I'm hosting a non-dedicated server, and there'd be people joining left, right, and center. We got people joining who probably don't even know who the heck I am, and they're just joining. No, I don't want friends. because at least none other than the one I already have, because I can trust with 100% certainty the one I have because they're real. I know them IRL. But these people, I don't know who the heck they are. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get the rest of my base kitted out with some of the stuff that I already had at the beginner area. Like, for example, I think I need a cooking pot. Yeah, I'm just gonna move all my dinosaurs over, except for my Megalodon, which I can't. Like, literally, I cannot. Yeah, eggs is gonna take a toll because I have already, I've encumbered eggs to keep her as kind of the one who makes everyone make eggs. Yeah, right there I think is pretty good. I think she's just out of range of these RGs though, which is an issue because I wanted them to be in range. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start with this small crop plot. Let's go ahead and put one seed in here. Root, I need citronal, and then rock carrot. Alright, you get to stay over here because I want you to be able to just be like my chitin harvester. I don't believe you lay eggs anyway, so easy, like 100 right there. Another RG egg. Again, by Bird Up.
Bird Up!
Looks like Sarco egg actually weighs more than a Spino egg, surprisingly. I think I'm gonna sort them by weight. Yeah, I think I should do that. Alright, now I have them sorted by weight. Good. I don't have a campfire here, do I? Fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and cover this up with a campfire to make it look slightly more like it's actually supposed to be here. Sure, that looks okay, I suppose. I think I'm going to use spark powder as just my kind of primary fuel source from now on. So I'll cook up at least a decent amount of the meat. Sorry. Let's see, after all of today's episode, how much gas did this thing use? Will it be worth it? Oh wow. It barely used anything. I didn't expect that. Yeah, that's definitely worth it then, because the having to keep up the spark powder inside of a preserving bin is much less efficient. Though I'm pretty sure there are some things you can actually craft technically in the preserving bin. I think you can make like jerky or something inside the preserving bin and can't do that inside of a refrigerator, so I probably had to look at that. You know what, it's gonna be one recording session, but I'm gonna go ahead and I messed up with not having as much stuff in this video and not really having anything prepared again. I am gonna go ahead and try to team up with Spino on the next recording session. Or Rex. That Spino, the same Spino that's been bugging me from that one episode a long time ago. At least I believe it's the same Spino. I found it again. I figured out where it was. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to tame that Spino, finish what I set out to do. Okay, so between recording, I may or may not have created a tree sap tap and a wooden tree platform thingamadoogie and gotten that set up so I could get tree sap. And I may or may not have also died falling off of said tree platform. I'm stupid sometimes. So I know I said I was gonna go ahead and tame up a Spinosaurus. This time around, that's actually the plan. Instead of me saying something that ended up being, you know, not in the video while also being in the video. You know, me saying something in the video and then not following through with that. So I'm going to take at least this much fish, 160, and then I'm also going to grab some more narcotics just in case, because you never know how much I'm going to need. While I did turn down the time it takes to tame dinosaurs, I mean, even like the Thycoleo and stuff like that need to be like constantly by it still, because the torpor went down so fast. I still need to keep on applying stuff to that. As of right now, I'm not sure what method to take to take on this Spinosaurus. I have the berry, which has about almost 2,000 health, which is not a flyer and whatnot, but I can use rider weaponry, so I can do this. But at the same time, I am not very used to trying to do weaponry while I'm riding a dinosaur. And I don't know how well baryonyx fares against like the speed of a Spinosaurus and whatnot. Also, the controls are very different when you're in aiming mode than I've ever experienced before. So I think the plan is I'm just gonna go ahead and try to take a skid over there. Then the next thing to tame after this Spinosaurus would probably be a Rex. Okay, so that Spino, either I can take a skid in and go in for one shot at a time, which is going to be extremely ineffective. I think the best method would be to try to find a higher vantage point to shoot at the Spinosaurus and get it to come to me. Alright, so here's our Spinosaurus. I'm not sure if I can climb up these rocks or not. I'm going to shoot it once and try to find out if it can. If it cannot, you know what? I probably should have brought the whatchamacallums, the large bear traps, because I had made all those up and now they're basically useless if I don't do anything with them. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and try. I'm gonna shoot it once, get it aggro, see if it can climb up here. It can. Man, am I glad I was already on skid before that happened. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and grab the bear traps and I'm gonna see. I think that'll be a best method here to go with the Spinosaurus is just to try to trap it with the bear traps. Probably definitely need to use more than one because of I did try it once on the Parasaur a while ago in between when I forgot to record. But this time I actually didn't record, so I can't even put in the footage here to show you what I'm talking about. So anyways, I tried it on a Parasaur before and it did not go well because I thought that one would be enough, so I placed down one and it quickly broke free after having shot it a few times, so that was not fun. This time around I'm probably going to go down the beach a little bit instead of trying to use a vantage point like rocks. I'm going to place down a bear trap. I'd probably place down 2 bear traps. I might place down even more. I'm not sure. I might try to place down as few as possible just to make sure I don't accidentally set him off on something I don't want to set him off on, because that would be the trick, is to try to just get it on the Spinosaurus. Alright, so here's my 5 bear traps. That's as much as I'm going to try to use this time around. I hope it's going to be enough. It should be enough. I hope it's enough. This is probably going to be the by far the toughest tame, because the Thylacoleo was sort of easy. I managed to spot it on a tree long before I got to it, so I shot it while it was still on the tree. It came down. I was expecting it to crest over the ridge and shoot at it, but it ended up actually getting stuck on some rocks down below, so I went down and I went ahead and started shooting it from there. Of course it got unstuck, but I managed to shoot it enough times to pretty much get it down before that happened. Alright, so let's see if our... No, she hadn't moved all that much. It doesn't look like, as of right now, unless there's some turtles in the area, I don't think there's anything large enough to really set off. What's it fighting? Okay, I don't think it's fighting anything significant. So I am just going to go ahead and land right here. You need to go a bit farther away, but... Alright, let's try. Alright, well, it's distracted right now. Very distracted. Oh, I got it. She's down. Alright, Skid. Give me your fish. Nice. She looks like she's going to be out for a while, so it looks like I can also pick up these bear traps. I don't know if the one's going to still be damaged or if it's still going to be used or what. I don't know. But I did get her down. So I pretty much got a Spinosaur now. Awesome. Let's take a look at their stats. 700 health. Spinosaur's not actually as good as I thought it would be. But at least I have a Spinosaur to say I have tamed a Spinosaur. That was the main goal here. We did only just take one. Wow. It's not even going to take that many to tame it. Well, that was easy. Well, relatively. I managed to get into one bear trap after it had already been distracted for a while, which is surprising to me because I didn't think they would get distracted after I had shot them. Now I know that. And I've also seen a few Rexes around, so I think a Rex would be a good idea to tame too, because they produce extra large eggs like the Brontosaurus, and yeah, they're required for the exceptional kibble. Again, a Rex would be a good idea to tame because not only I think it's going to be easier than the Spinosaurus, to be honest, mainly because Rex is so much slower. Like, it's even slower than me on foot, so I could probably just like drop Skid off plenty far away and just shoot at it while it follows me until it stops following me. Or after I've shot it quite a few times, maybe I should put down a bear trap and then continue to shoot it until it's down, like I did kind of with the Spinosaur. Did you just poop your pants? You get scared? Think you won't be able to pull this off for a minute there?
I pooped my pants.
Alright, what do we name her? I have no clue. Usually I'm decent at coming up with names, but today I'm at a loss right now. You know what? How about this? I'll let you guys name her, okay? How's that sound? I'll look at the name suggestions in the comments. Whoever gets either the most upvotes or the one I like the most. For now, she's just a Spinosaur, and we're gonna bring her home. There we go. Oh cool, you actually have webbed feet. A little detail they had in the game. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to tame up a Rex. Since that didn't seem too hard, right? Trying to tame up a Spinosaur. And I think I know exactly where to go. You know, it'd be important. Just remembering to bring food for the Rex. Also on the way there, I'll go ahead and show you guys what I was talking about at the beginning of this segment with the tree sap tap. So the tree sap tap doesn't actually hold all that much tree sap. So when I go here, I'm going to go ahead and try to just take out some of the sap so that it starts building up a bit more. Because as far as I'm aware, I think it only stacks up to like 20, or hey, here's the platform, you can see it. You can only build it apparently at this level lower, wherever the leaves aren't, and at a decently wide part of the tree as well. At least in my experience when I was trying to place it anyways. I also went ahead and just left Flyboy over here, or sorry, no, Mr. Terra. I just brought back some bad memories about my first pterosaur. Great. Please don't fall off, I think. Okay, so yeah, it looks like I was right. 20 is the most that you can have inside of it. I'm gonna leave this tree sap with you and grab it on the way back, or just start to leave it with you, period. Alright, so we're gonna go to this area up here where all the metal is, because I know I've seen several Rexes over here. I'm gonna aim definitely to try to tame a female, if possible, just because, you know, they produce the extra large eggs, and the only one I have that produces those right now is the Brontosaurus, a Big Bertha, and she has not produced a single one yet, so it'd be a good idea to get a second potential producer of those eggs. Heck, I don't think this area with the leaves is even interactable. I may be wrong about this, because I may just crash into it once I have my Argentavis try to fly into it, but we'll see. Okay, so I was wrong. You can actually interact with that. It'd be nice if I didn't have to worry about rain so I could actually see the Rexes that I'm trying to tame. I say stupid things sometimes. Don't listen to me. Please don't listen to me. Alright, so here's the mountain. I'm gonna go ahead and have my RG land and regen the stamina. And I'm gonna have a look around for some Rexes. You gotta be kidding me. I forgot about this guy. I am so sorry. Or sorry, girl. Bulba, my Scorpius. I tamed her up thinking maybe I could use her for future tame. Scorpius, yeah, it has very, very nice mobility. Doesn't go back as fast as I was hoping that it could. So let me get on you. And let's have a look around again for some Rexes. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be lower down. Hold on. Is that a beehive or is that a Thylacleo? Beehive. Dumb compies. Alright. Let's go back on the hunt for Rexes and stop getting distracted by things on trees and compies. I'm really hoping there's still a Rex around here because I know there's at least 2 in this area. Oh, is that a structure? I didn't realize there was. Ah, crap! Die, you stupid thing. Oh wow, that was close. Oh, let's get up in the air, please. Ooh, I thought I had that guy. Wait, where's my meat? I don't have any cooked meat on me. Where's my cooked meat? Did it take it? Is that what's in this bag here? I really hope so. No. Oh crap. Now I gotta go home. Let's take you back. Well, I just had to eat a bunch of raw meat just to satiate my hunger for now. Great, fantastic. I almost died, and I was constantly swinging my sword, and as soon as it jumped me, I knew I pressed 4 and tried to keep on swinging at it with my sword. But even... oh no. I ran on this tame, you gotta be kidding me. Please don't be anything bad down here. Please don't take too long to regen your stand. Now, I noticed this a while ago, but I have the marker for my base placed in,
Brother, help me!
Oh, okay, they can stack up to 30. I didn't realize that. I just happened to get here when there was 20. That thing's super far away. That looks like one of those super good drops that I got the one time. It's possible I just can't see far enough to really tell at this point. But there was a yellow drop that I got, and that had an Ankylosaurus saddle, which is the Anky saddle I have, and it was apprentice level. I think upgrading my crafting skill is what allows me to craft things like apprentice level and all that. Cannot believe that I somehow managed to forget cooked meat. Where did I put my mind wipe tonic recipe thingy? Did I put it in trophies? I did. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just put, because this has a few slots, right? Yeah, this has 12 slots. I'm going to go ahead and put some of the recipes in here, like this energy brew and the mind wipe tonic. Oh my gosh! Bird up laid another egg. You know, I have all of these Argentavis under the influence of the Oviraptor, and yet Bird up is still the only one who's laid an egg. Alright, let's ride. Last time I tried to go get a Rex, it stormed, and it was poor vision. Now it's doing the same exact thing again. Oh, we got a purple one over here. I found a few purple ones that had some good stuff. As of right now, where I'm in the game, I think the purple and the blue and better. So blue, purple, and golden are probably the only ones I'm actually interested in. And I think if I were to ever find a cave, and yes, I am mentioning finding a cave, I'm not gonna cheat to look to do that. It's probably going to be harder for me to find the cave than to find all kinds of other things. Like, I didn't need to look up how to find beaver dams to find those initial beaver dams that were near spawn. But for a cave, you know what, I completely forgot to check out that structure, but I think that was mostly because I was scared about the fact that I was low on food and forgotten my food. I was going to die if I was going to be attacked by anything else. So I think me not going to that human structure over there was a justified decision. Little bugger broke all of my armor. How? Can't believe that just happened. Are you serious? Both of the times me coming up here to try to tame a Rex, and also Argentavis is broken because I can craft things that are like from a smithy, but for some reason it doesn't classify as a smithy when I'm trying to repair my armor. I mean, I can't even repair this kind of stuff on the go. I have to go home in order to repair this. Fantastic. You know what that means? I have to take on a Rex in my underpants. Again, we had 2 Rexes before. Why is there none now? Is that an Inky finally spawning over here? And it's level 30. I had to settle for a level 9 Inky when there's a level 34 already here. I'd also love never to get pounced by a Thylacoleo again. Is that another? There's more. It's probably just because I wasn't looking this closely before. Now that I'm looking for things, I find the things that I wasn't looking for. No Rexes, really. So now you got Inkies, but no Rexes. Thank you, game, for providing me not what I asked for yet again in the same area. We're back here over here by the human structure area. This time I better not be jumped by a Thylacoleo, or so help me. We got a Carno.
Nobody cares!
Alright, I have an XP boost now. You know what, I'm just gonna go over here and kill this Carno. Because I can. Or at least bird up. That was easy. Let's travel closer to the mountain, or to the volcano, and maybe there'll be a Rex here. There's some Megatherium, a couple of them, actually. There's an Alpha Rex, fantastic. I don't know how much damage it does compared to like my RG here. Maybe it can even take it on, possibly. I need to find a spot to rest. I'll admit, you did a decent amount of damage. 200, I think, to my RG here. You know what, I'm done playing with these guys, because it's very dangerous for me to try to be doing that. I know what happened before. The couple of times I have tried to do anything with alphas, didn't go well. Both times.
I will remember you.
So let's hope further up here, away from the alphas, we might get a Rex. Now we know we can find both an Alpha Rex and an Alpha Carno. So, yeah, for when that time comes. I don't think there are going to be any Rexes up here. I was very much expecting there to be some. Okay, so I just took a look, and I think, as a matter of fact, just north of the tree sap tap kind of area, I think there's an area of increased spawn rate for the Rex. At least slightly higher than the other places I have seen them already. Alright, I've got one more spot that I can try to take a look at, but that will be it. There is no other spawns that I am willing to look as of right now to try to tame one, because it's getting late. Just a little over this way, I believe, is the area that it refers to. Oh, there's a Rex. Are you female? You're male. So I'm gonna keep an eye on you. For now, let's keep on going, see if we can find any more Rexes. If we can't, we're just gonna tame up the male. Those are aloes. And wait, seriously, do we got an alpha raptor right here too? It seems alpha raptors are more common than Rexes at this point. Definitely want to tame me up an allosaur at some point, but I don't know. Seems like allosaur taming would probably be a lot harder than some of the other creatures. Mainly because they always spawn in larger groups, and they're too big to be picked up by anything. So I think I'll go ahead and tame up this guy over here, the Rex I saw. Assuming I can find them again. I really hope I can find them again, because if I can't, I'm going to be disappointed in myself for losing a Rex once again. Hopefully you'll get to see when I start. Rexes are slow, like really slow, so I'm not too worried about it outrunning me. I think I have lost the Rex. Really should have just settled with the one, but now I get to go look for another one. Alright, well I'm going to go ahead and try to locate a Rex near the volcano over here. Who would have thought I'd have to look so hard for something so big? Oh, cool! A Quetz! A wild female Quetzal. Level 36. It's relatively high, I suppose. Well, now I know there's a Quetzal that spawned in the area too. Oh, we have a Rex. Finally. And another human structure. At least that's what it looks like. Alright, let's see. What level are you and what? We got a female? Level 13. This is definitely the Rex we're going to try to go for. She's moving away too quickly. Oh, we got a Hyaenodon pack here. Quick while she's distracted. Oh shoot, I think she's onto me now. Where'd she go? Is she stuck in those rocks? I think she's stuck right now. How lucky am I? Well crap, she just escaped. You getting sleepy yet? There she goes. I got her. Quickly. Please don't spoil. Dang it. I thought I would have had enough time. I got her though. She's down. Just like the Spina. Well, except for the Spinosaurus. Definitely wasn't this hard. I was expecting the Rex to actually be easier. I didn't realize they had that much more torpor though. I mean, the Spinosaurus had a little bit over 1,000, but she's got 2,600. That's a lot. I'm glad I managed to find that spot though. I figured I would try to find some sort of vantage point, because I knew that here with all the rocks and whatnot, I'd probably be able to find one. Oh dang it, I think I just got myself stuck. I might have to just wait until she's tamed. It's not gonna take too terribly long. Oh no. So, because I'm stuck like this, and I'm in the middle of falling down this mountain, I can't actually even eat food and stuff. Fantastic. Oh, I don't think I can even interact with my flyer either.